Hey everyone, today's video I just want to go over some basics of a fire extinguisher. In front of me I have a red extinguisher, and some extinguishers come in different colors. Red is one of the most popular ones you see. You may also see them come in white. I believe the color is just basically your preference for high visibility. But the important thing is to make sure you have the right type of extinguisher. This extinguisher is an ABC fire extinguisher. So fires come in different classes, Class A, Class B, and Class C are some of them. There are others, but this is the most common for household. A little bit of the anatomy of a fire extinguisher. This is the nozzle where the agent would discharge out of. This is your gauge, letting you know the status of your extinguisher, if it's full or empty. The gauge has a red section that talks about empty, green, letting you know it's full, and there's an indicator. So you want to make sure the indicator is in the green section. If it's not in the green section, then it's time to look at getting the extinguisher replaced or refilled. I'm not sure you can refill extinguishers at fire stations. Some people think you can. It may be something in your area to check on. If not, you can just replace it by purchasing a new one. The extinguisher also has a safety pin in it to prevent you from accidentally discharging the extinguisher. This top handle, you can squeeze down on it and it will activate a mechanism inside. I don't know if you can see that. There's a pin in there as well. And when you pull this safety pin out of the way and then squeeze the handle, that will depress and then allow the agent to discharge. So you want to make sure the safety pin is in place. What I like about extinguishers is they're really easy to use because the instructions are right on the front of the extinguisher. They have written instructions and then pictures to tell you about the extinguisher. So I mentioned earlier, this is a class ABC. It gives us pictures of what A, B, and C are. So an A fire is trash, wood, ordinary combustibles, papers, plastics. Class B fire would be liquids on fire. Grease in your kitchen is an example. And Class C is for energized electrical equipment. So if you're not sure what type of fire you can use this on, you can just look at the pictures. That will help you. And then the instructions walk you through exactly how to use an extinguisher. First thing you need to do is pull the pin. We're talking about pulling the safety pin out. Get that pulled out of the way. You want to stand about 6 feet away from the fire. Aim at the base of the fire. The picture shows you that. 6 feet, aiming at the base. And you want to squeeze the lever, which is once this pin's out of the way, you can squeeze this down. Again, it'll activate the extinguisher. And then sweep side to side. So you want to sweep this side to side, aiming at the base. An easy way to remember that is PASS. P-A-S-S. P standing for pull. You can pull the pin. The first step. Second step would be to aim. Aiming your extinguisher 6 feet, base of the fire. And then the S in the third step is for squeeze, squeezing the lever. And the last S in pass would be to sweep. So P-A-S-S, pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. So it's an easy way to remember. Also want to give my recommendation on where to put fire extinguishers. I personally think you should put them near exits to the home. One being near the kitchen. You don't want to put it right next to the stove because if the stove is on fire, you might not be able to get to the extinguisher. But if it's near the exit, you can get people safely out of the home towards the exit, grab the fire extinguisher, and if it's safe to go back in and use it on a fire, then you can do so. Also recommend you put them near your utility room where your furnace is, dryer for laundry, things that might catch on fire because they already have ignition sources. But the important thing is if you recognize a fire, get people out of the home, activate the 911 system, and then it's safe to do so, try to extinguish the fire. Just a real quick introduction on fire extinguishers. Hope this helps you, and I hope you never have to use one. Thanks for watching.